I want to talk about Tatum and Jalen here because I know, and my world's obsessed with it. I'm guilty of it too. It's like, okay, so Tatum is this, and then he wins, and now he's this. And you said at the very beginning, it's like I don't really think any differently of
Yeah, not
these
at
two
all.
guys.
Yeah, yeah.
But watching the playoffs and going, we know what happened to the opposition in the East with injuries, but specific to how Tatum was playing, I was like, okay, he's the defensive focus. He's got the toughest assignment every time. I think a player, even at his age, with his profile, knowing what's at stake here, all right, I've got to put up these kinds of numbers. Even though the shooting clearly could have been better for somebody like Tatum, I just felt like you have somebody in the finals playing basically point guard on offense and playing center on defense. What does his, not just his talent, but his understanding and probably the scar tissue of all the other stuff, what does that allow the rest of the team to do when he takes on that kind of role?
Well, and everybody focused on the finals, but he guarded Mobley most of this Cleveland series so we could switch. He guarded Miles Turner most of the Indiana series so we could switch. He guarded, and that's not easy, but part of that is, yes, he's got good size. Yes, he's gotten stronger, but he's also super smart and he's a great communicator. And so, you always talk about your bigs, traditional bigs, being people that can kind of direct and quarterback the whole defense because they can see everything and they've got to call out coverages. Well, Tatum's capable of all that. I'll never forget the first one of the first preseason games we were playing when he was a rookie. We were playing Charlotte, and they ran just a traditional side pick and roll called wedge that everybody in the league was running at the time because Tony Parker just destroyed everybody on it. So everybody copied it and put it in their playbook, and he got scored on the first time. And the second time, without me saying anything, he made the adjustment that we would have made in his mind. That's the stuff that people don't see, right? And, when you talk about it, and it's funny you say that. I read an article yesterday that talked about how rare the era was that Jalen and Jason are in because they've won a championship and what they've accomplished. It was rare a week ago. It was rare 2 weeks ago. It was rare 3 weeks ago. Like, Jason's had 50 in a game 7 against the Sixers when they were healthy, right? He had 46 on the road in Milwaukee in a game 6. When he was 19 years old, we were running every play for him in a game 3 on the road in Philly against a team that had won like 17 of 18 to finish the regular season. And he delivered us to a 3-point lead. Like, it's just because of the world we're in that I think that those guys are going to have to navigate the scrutiny